Cancer, this is going to be your November love reading. Hope everybody is doing well. Let's jump right in, see what's coming towards you within love. Again, I do love readings, but you can also take it as a general message, okay? So let's get your emotions here, see what's going on for the whole month. All right, so it feels like there may be something you may be letting go that feels like some type of injustice here. The Hangman, I feel, is a time to really look at your life and the people in it and see if, like, okay, what do I need to let go and make more space for? So Justice is coming in to tell me that there is something that feels very karmic. And then, yeah, so something feels like you're walking away from something, okay? Because you're growing out of something. You're starting to see the truth. You're starting to know your worth. There's a lot of beautiful things happening in November in your energy. But I do feel there are certain things that are just not true to you anymore that you may be letting go, that you may be holding on to. But once a different perspective comes in and you get this like newfound wisdom, I feel like there's just something that doesn't serve you to where you do walk away. And that it comes from knowing your worth. That comes from the Empress being centered and aligned. So this month feels actually really beautiful of letting things go that do not serve you. Okay, see what's coming towards you. See what's coming in, what may be affecting you this month. We do have the Moon. There's a lot of uncertainty. The Moon can come in to tell me is that, you know, your feelings right now could be a little bit uncertain. It can feel like there's a lot of unknown or a lot of things that you're not sure that is going to happen or not. But the Moon likes to kind of create these feelings of fear, and which brings a lot of uncertainty. Okay. We have the Ace of Swords. There is going to be some truth or clarity coming in from what I'm seeing. And then we have the Ace of Cups and the Temperance. So let's keep going. Let's see what else is coming through for the month of November. I do see somebody wanting to come into your energy, still very curious about you. Okay. I feel though that you're listening to your intuition, not the illusions anymore. There may have been some silence or things going on where your intuition is heightened. But this is all to bring new perspectives in. So there may be some painful things, as in like you're recovering and only can go up from here. And with that Page of Pentacles energy, it's showing that there's a desire for something more, a desire for something new in your life. Okay, so let's keep going, because I feel like somebody here, there is this sense of like feeling empty. This person feeling empty, whoever this is. They feel very empty in the month of November. What is the Moon? The Devil. You may be feeling there's somebody here that's very toxic in your life. It's coming up in your reading. Someone that you know is not very good for you, that may feel like an unhealthy bond. I do feel like they are the reason why you have the Moon, is because there's this like sense of feeling defeated with them. What is this Ace of Swords? Someone here may still have hope. There's like some clarity and hope. Like this person, they still have hope of possibly reconciliation. They still have hope for some type of forgiveness. They're hoping you will forgive them. But I feel you look at them as the devil. I feel like you're pretty much done with this person. You feel like there's too much dishonesty. You're walking away. You're going in a new direction. You're growing as the Empress. And I feel like you just know that regardless, if you just feel like this person is just not a healthy person for your life. Someone feels like this is a missed opportunity, that you are a missed opportunity. We have the Emperor coming in with the Lovers and the Knight of Wands. So it does show that the challenge you guys have is a tower. So the tower can usually come in when somebody is holding you down because of their inconsistent behavior, going back and forth with decisions. There's like a lot of things that felt unbalanced. And I feel with the Emperor energy, you're now taking charge of this. You're now sitting on your throne. I feel like this person knows that they would have to be the Emperor in your life to be able to like maintain balance and actually do what they say and follow through. But it's just so many times the Tower has come up due to them trying to be the Emperor but going back to their old ways. Yeah, I feel like you've just felt defeated. Like things were so, there's still unresolved issues, okay, with this person. It does feel like they feel like things are left unresolved. But the Five of Swords is telling me it's left unresolved because there's a sense of defeat. There's something here where there's something here where there's like this conflict. It's hard to pass this conflict with this person, because when it comes to actually trying to understand each other, where you guys are coming from, it ends up being a argument to win instead of a discussion to understand. Eight of Pentacles. This person, I'm telling you right now, they're coming in very, very selfish and uncommittal type of person. I feel like right now they're just thinking very selfishly. They're not on the same spiritual path as you. I don't feel like they are someone that commits really to anything with the Hierophant. They have a lot more learning to do. Even though they still have feelings for you and still very curious and still like wanting to know what you're up to, I feel like they're just very immature with their actions when they put in the effort into anything. So I feel like you're right. Like Spirit just wants to let you know, like whatever happens in the month of November, just know that your intuition is very much on target. You do know and see the patterns of somebody, how toxic they are in your life, the bond that was created. And I do see that you are growing a lot from this. I do see you detaching and going in a new direction that more fulfills you. This person does look at you as a wish fulfillment because you are the Empress. The Emperor is telling me is that this person knows that you deserve the Emperor in your life, and due to their inconsistent behavior, their procrastination, them, not following through with things, going back and forth, it all has to do with them just not being able to keep that steady foundation in their own life, not just with you, with anything. I do see the Knight, though, coming in the near future, wanting to come towards you. I feel this person may be very codependent on you, but maybe have financial struggles also. I do see like it's actually kind of feels like very sad energy, like somebody who wants to present themselves as very confident and put all this expectation on other people, but doesn't even follow through on what they do. You know what I mean? Like that's what this feels like. And I feel like this person is super codependent on people. They're not really whole within themselves. And with the King of Swords, it does show that they do want to talk and have some type of truth and communication with you that can feel a little cold, but they're still coming in as a Knight. So there is some type of wake-up call. There is some type of truth that is being revealed and something that they can't avoid anymore. There needs to be a choice that's coming up in the near future in the month of November. And it just shows that someone here is having a major awakening. But we do have this beautiful Queen of Wands and the outcome coming through on where this is leading. And it's leading to you having clarity. And we do have the Ten of Cups. Okay. So this actually makes me really sad. I feel you were happy with somebody here. And the same cards are popping out. You see the Tower. The Tower didn't happen to you. Okay. The Tower happened because somebody here wasn't actually following through on what they promised, and like they weren't on the same page, even though they tried to make you believe that they were. And I feel like it's a hard pill to swallow when it comes to somebody like this, because you're dealing with somebody who was in and out of the connection, not because of your worth, obviously, not because of who you are as a person, because of who they are as a person. And they caused a lot of imbalance with the Lovers. They caused a big, huge shift. But the Tower came to do, the Tower comes in to show you, hey, This had to happen because you need to make the choice. You weren't making the choice. So we had to come in and show you who this person was, because they were holding you down. They were making you confused. They were making you feel that things were unfair and you were trying to make it right. And Spirit's like, okay, you can't be doing this all on your own. You have to trust your intuition. This person here is coming in as the devil, and you feel that they're very toxic, or they have bad habits, or they're, into, I don't know, very destructive things in their life that creates them to be so inconsistent. You're right. It does feel unfair. And I feel like you held on long enough, and Spirit just kind of cut the last of it for you, because this person was going to hold you down. They're still coming up as a knight. In their thinking, they're coming in very selfishly. They are scared of being rejected by the Empress. So if this person wants to come in as the King of Swords and they want to act like they're making some choices here, that is because they're fear of rejection and they know they don't have a chance with you anymore. Because the Tower came down. You already saw the truth. So that's why it's showing up as the Queen of Wands. You're the Queen of Wands upright. They're the King of Wands in the reverse. They're coming from a very negative place. They're coming from an ego place. However they cope with their feelings about this, even though they look at you as hope, as somebody that, they would want to have a renewal with, but they know they just don't have a chance with you anymore here, Cancer. And the Ace of Swords is saying hey, you're going to get the truth and clarity that is needed in the month of November. You are going to get that truth. You will get your confidence back. You will be happy again, and you will be fulfilled. But with somebody who is not inconsistent, who doesn't switch their moods and become happy one minute and moody the next, someone who actually follows through and doesn't break promises and leaves, and that's unpredictable. You don't know what's going to happen next. The Ten of Cups is here to promise you a fulfilling life. And that's why the Tower is here. There's a need to trust your intuition in the month of November, or even this could be happening right now for you guys. And just know that, don't fear the unknown. You already know the truth. This is here to help you, once again, not hurt you, because Spirit knows this would have dragged you down. And if you look at your life right now, when you're with this person, what are they doing to your life? What are their habits? What do they keep doing that you keep hoping they would change? You are already whole within yourself. You're already a beautiful person. This person here does not have the same mindset, the same, growth or ambition or whatever you want to call it as you do. You're dealing with someone with really dark habits or very things here. Of course, everyone's going to want to be with the Empress, but a lot of people don't want to come back to the Empress when they're not doing well. A lot of people don't want to go back to the Empress because they're scared of being rejected, because it hurts a lot. So it looks like a very wise decision is being made to cut off any dependencies, so you can get and have that breakthrough that is needed for you to continue on your journey to what you want to fulfill you. So those are very real questions to ask yourself. So I'm going to grab, I know some of you, I'm going to grab some messages here, but this is more about someone you're not talking to right now, or someone you're so if you guys are, if you guys are going through something right now, or you're not talking to this person, or you're just in separation, or things are not going good, this kind of gives you an idea on the untold messages and what may be happening. So for some of you, there may be other people interfering in the connection. I feel that there's a lot of habits and things happening with this person. I feel like there's a lot of influence, as in bad influence, interfering in this connection that they are causing within themselves, okay? Which is hurting them and hurting people around them. So if there is some people interfering, I feel like it's not going to take away the emotion they have for you. It's just Again, you are seeing them as a double. Spirit is confirming that. So the feelings I have for you overwhelm me, so I run away to process them. You have more of an impact on this person than you realize here, Cancer. And I feel with this person, it's not going to be easy to get over you. They want you to be patient with them, but I feel like once this breakthrough happens, once this happens for you guys, I'm telling you, everything just feels so much better. I do feel like this is a time for truth and clarity in the month of November. This is a time to really look at yourself and say, what is holding me down and what is bringing me back up? Like, what do I need to cut off so I can have a more peaceful, fulfilling life for me and my family or my future family? I think of you at night when the world is asleep and my mind is awake. So somebody does think about you here a lot. Yeah, you're dealing with somebody who it's just a lot of immaturity with that Page of Wands. Even to communicate, it's immature. How they take action is immature. Spirit is saying that this is a destined connection for a lot of you guys, possibly even a twin flame journey. Okay. But there is some type of breakthrough. There is clarity, possibly conversation or something that needs to be talked about, or something you see that will break away from everything you ever needed. It's going to bring so much clarity and truth out in the outcome. But with your head up high, with the 10 of Cups on your side. Tensions dissipate. I love that. Generosity will be rewarded. Hello. And opening of chakras, a shift in energy. So there may be a bit of backsliding back and forth. Give yourself grace when it comes to that. Spirit wants you to take a deeper look about something and let go of toxic emotions. Okay? There's the main energy here for your emotions is realizing you're the Empress. The Empress cannot hold on to people because the Empress is very loving, nurturing, and caring, and continues to help people. They can hold a whole household and keep everything together. The Empress is super loving and nurturing and motherly like. It's a beautiful energy. And so, but you need someone on your side if you want to be with somebody that's on your side. And I feel like whatever's happening, it's like you're already starting to detach. Okay? You're starting to detach. You are someone's wish here, regardless how you think of it. You need to know that you are the Empress in this reading, and that somebody here knows that what you need. Selfishly, this person does want you, but they cannot keep this. They cannot have all of this toxicity while being with the Empress. The Empress will get drained. The Empress will get fed up, and the Empress is going to make a decision in the end. Even if this person walks away, they're walking away because you're not satisfied anymore, and they can feel it. And it starts getting to them. They start getting intense. They start feeling guilty. They start feeling, that's the devil. They start feeling all these things, and they're like, blame you for everything when you're the whole time doing everything for this person. So just remember that in the month of November, if you guys are dealing with an energy like this, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and leave this here. I do hope this message did help and bring some clarity for you, Cancer. And if it did in any way, please like, comment, and subscribe. Also, December readings are open. I think there's November readings. I'm not sure, but December is open for FaceTime readings, one-on-one readings with me, and pre-recorded. So if you guys really do want those, I suggest getting those because I have been very busy on on personal readings lately. That's why it's been so difficult for me to keep the YouTube going, but I'm balancing my own life right now too. Okay, so forgive me. Thank you guys for being here, and God bless.